Dumbass. Think about it. There was always options, and you just don't like them. You are an arrogant little bitch about this, and I will tell you exactly why and how this comes along, donkey. Why you are this arrogant bitch, but most importantly, how we always have options, but you just don't like what you see. So you just choose to say that, and choose to believe rather, that there aren't any options and that you have to do something in a certain way. Just because everyone else does it that way, or you are just too lazy or too scared. That's in spite of scarcity in whatever you do. In my case, when I realized this was when I was in college. I was 17, 3 years ago. I remember sitting. I was supposed to study for a test. However, I spent that time playing video games. I said to myself always that I don't have time to study for this test. But here's the thing. I obviously had time to play video games and watch YouTube videos that had no meaning and had fun moments that I would forget in 30 minutes. But I said that I didn't have time to study. So obviously I had the time to study for this test in economy. It's just that I didn't study because I rather and I chose the comfort and the enjoyment of playing video games instead. That is the thing. Whatever it is, even if it is money, business, you can always do something about it. You can always offer something to get something else. You can always subtract time from something that is less important than whatever task you have. To make sure that you get both done. And that is the thing most people miss out on totally. We can't act out of scarcity and act like there aren't options for us. There are options. We can do things very many ways, whether if they're bad or good. We just most likely don't like many of them. And we will only say that there are a few options because that's the only options that we could imagine that we could do. So what if you think outside of what you want and rather instead of thinking emotionally, thinking logically, thinking what would be better, what would give better results. Because let me tell you, if you think in that mindset instead of what you would give better results, you will find very many ways to subtract time from worst case scenarios. Sleep, you shouldn't, but like worst case scenarios if you're like last dollar broke. But like, just the simple fact that video games, movies, whatever you do, you like, I bet that you probably have 46 hours on TikTok today if you just check your phone time currently. You will see that you have wasted at least 46 hours on your dumb phone. That could have been spent on studying, working, doing something else that actually has a meaning. That could give you a purpose of life. Have a nice day, donkey. Bye.